Boona, it's me Teething here with the V.F.D. And happy holidays, I must say. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Marineland Penguin 350 Power Filter. Now this filter, you're probably wondering, what are you doing with a filter that's rated for a 50-gallon tank? Well, I'll be using this for my 20-gallon build that you will be seeing in an upcoming episode. But here we're opening up the box, and the first thing we see is the filter. The filter has everything you need inside it, and if you just pull out the filter, you can just throw the box because everything's inside the filter. But it is pretty inconveniently packaged. Like, if you accidentally move something, then everything slips away. But here's the filter itself. The lid is held in with a rubber band, which was a very poor choice. Maybe they should have used like 2 rubber bands instead of just 1 rubber band. But that is the lid. And if I can move the camera, what we have is 2 bio wheels for, I think it was mechanical filtration. I'm not exactly sure, but they rest there on the filter. Their effectiveness, I'm not very sure about, but there's a little parts bag with some parts, a little instruction thing. We don't use instructions here on this channel. And we have 2 carbon filters that fit neatly in the what's it called? The slots in the filter. And there you have your power cord, which is decently long. And what am I doing? Okay, I was caught up in something. But yeah, that is that. And there is the lid for the top. It does have 2 lids because like such a big power filter that it has 2 lids instead of just one. One sits on the top and one sits like in front of the bio wheels. Now, if you do take the front one off, it does make considerably more noise because like the water's trickling down and stuff. Excuse me, but here I'm cutting off the tag for the bio wheel. It's cough season. But yeah, it does come with 2, and it does come with 2 what are they called? Carbon filters. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning, but they sit neatly in their little chamber there, and they're very addicting to spin. And in your parts bag, when I cut it open or stab it open, either way, when I cut it open, what you get is, why am I so slow in this review? What you get is the nozzle for the thing. I cannot speak. You get a extension for the filter. I won't be using this extension because a 20-gallon long tank is not very tall, and that's the tank that I have or got from Santa for Christmas. And here you have an assembly guide / instructions that we won't be using. No, that's the assembly guide / instructions. And then also you excuse me, you have that thing that sits there, you know what it is. And then you also oh my gosh, okay, you also have this flow adjusty thingy that doesn't really work because all it does is introduces more flow, and it's not like inside. How do you explain that? You're not adjusting like the amount of flow that goes in. You're just adjusting the amount of flow that goes into that flow intake, like that. Okay, keep it together. But that does not function very well, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But here, what am I doing? Dang it, I'm such an idiot in these reviews. I'm not a very good reviewer. Okay, I'm sorry. But here, we will be putting in that part that just fits neatly in there. And that is that. And then also, that extension that I won't be using because, 20-gallon long. But if you do have a taller tank, then it does work with the extension. But here I am on the tank itself, and I will be throwing that extension away, as you see. No using that extension. We will just be using this nozzle here that fits neatly in. I don't know why I did this with only one hand. It's because I'm an idiot. But there you go. And here we're looking into the main chamber with the bio wheels that I rinsed out with water. Dang it, what else would you rinse it out? Okay. But there you have the carbon filters that sit neatly in their little slots, and you also have a bunch more room for more filtration. And I will be taking advantage of this space with a phosphate remover pad from Fluval C, I think. The box will show up in like just 1 second. Yep, not Fluval C. Well, actually, okay, it's Fluval. Okay, and then also I have some Fluval biomedia, because biomedia. Actually, no, yeah, biomedia makes sense because it houses helpful bacteria. But here, I'm keeping the bag in the box. I will see that as a mistake because, well, I'm ting-ting. I'm an idiot. So now I decided to take the bag out of the box so it's more convenient to pour. And I just fill this thing to the brim with biomedia. One side the phosphate remover, the other side the biomedia. Can I have like a biomedia counter on the side? No, I don't want to edit that. But there you have the, dang it, I can't say it again. There you have that. And now we're gonna pack it with filter floss. And yes, I've used a lot of filter floss in my day. I'm only 13. I don't know why I'm making it sound like I am 40, but there I am, packing the floss. I used a lot of floss for the 8-gallon build. I have a friend in Saltwater who needs filter floss, and I just give it to him, not knowing that I would one day run out. And I also have that, what's it called? The 3-gallon that uses filter floss, and I just poured in more biomedia there. And I'm just moving it around, packing with filter floss, the classic. But as for this 20-gallon tank build, it is saltwater, if you couldn't guess. And I won't be doing, actually I'll be doing a good amount of livestock. But there you have the filter with some floss and other stuff. Now it's time to put the lid back on. Or I suppose you wouldn't call it a lid, I suppose you would call it cover. And you would see I have it reversed here. And if I will just, there you go. And that's the way it's supposed to sit, with the little piece sticking out, facing towards you. Not the, that didn't make any sense. If you get it, you'll see it for yourself. But the lid is on now, and that's all that matters. And here it is set up, and I just skipped ahead a whole bunch, but it works quite well. It's a bit noisy. If you raise your water level, then it is not that noisy. But that is about that. As you can see, it creates pretty good surface agitation. And if I can take that lid off, you can see that the bio wheels, like the one on the left, like flows and then stops flowing and then flows and then stops. I think that has a defect, but I would suppose it is pretty hard to design those things perfectly, what's the word, cylindrical? Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this review and found it helpful. This has been Ting Ting, and this has been 2019, and I will have seen you next time.